This week's recipe is very exciting, very delicious, and comes from a friend of Food Nation called Julie Jones. The recipe for today is a plum frangipane tart.
Hi everyone, it's Julie Jones here. I just wanted to wish you good luck with your bake. It's a beautiful tart. Plums are right in season at the moment, so it'll be a delicious bake for you, your family and your friends. Enjoy baking. I'm sure you'll love it. Roasting the plums adds a new dimension, so don't cut that bit out if you can. And yeah, enjoy. I hope you lather it with lots of cream or ice cream or whatever is your preference. But yeah, have fun, bake on, and lots of love.
So our very first job is going to be to make a pastry case for our frangipane filling. And we're going to use some ready-made short crust pastry, roll it out, and then we're ready to go. We want lovely. And we can fold it in half and fold it in half again. And now, at this point, we'll go in the middle, unfold one half, and unfold the other half. So now we want it to sit in the case really tight. So we can lift the edges up and just let it fall in. And with your finger, you just push it down into the little creases. We want it to be really tight into the edges, so we can use a little bit of extra pastry, a little bit of flour on it, and we can use this to push it right in. Now once it's all pushed in, we're going to use a fork, make a few little holes, and then we'll put this in the fridge to just chill whilst we prepare our plums. Show you how to get the stone out of the middle really easily. So with this plum, you need a little knife. We want to cut in. When you hit the stone in the middle, we'll go around. So you've gone all the way around the edge, twist it, and pull it apart, and you'll have two. So this one we'll keep ready to use, and this one we're going to cut again. So this time we're going to cut this way.
All the way around, sir.
Then again, we will twist it, and now we've got this piece. And the final bit, we'll do it one more time. A little bit of butter on the top of each one. Pastry was in the fridge just whilst we were doing the plums, and we want to blind bake it. So this means that it's going to go nice and golden and crispy, and we won't have any soggy bottomed pastry when we finish it. So normally what we would do, we would put some baking paper on top of the pastry and then use something like baking beans to weigh it down. So these look like this, or you could use rice or something like that. Now, if you don't have anything like that, and this recipe is great because this tin is going to fit right on top of the pastry, and that will help weigh it down whilst they're both cooking away in the oven. What we're going to do is we're going to very carefully lift out this inner foil piece. And now we want to put this back into the oven for another 5 minutes until it's looking a little bit golden brown. So just as our tart is starting to turn golden, we'll take it out of the oven and let it cool down. But in the meantime, we can prepare our frangipane filling. So for our filling, we have got some butter, some sugar, some ground almonds and some eggs. So our first job with our butter, it needs to be soft. You can squash it a bit. We'll mix it with the sugar and then we're going to whisk it up so it's really light. If you've got an electric whisk, amazing. If you haven't, don't worry, you can use a spoon and beat it as best you can. Now once you have whisked up the butter and the sugar and it's looking lovely and light and there's not lots of grains of sugar in it, we're going to add in 2 eggs. We'll beat one at a time. And then we'll add in our ground almonds. Okay, so now that your pastry case is nice and cool, we're going to gently shave off these extra little bits around the edge. We're going to fill it with our almond frangipane filling, top it with our plums and pop it back in the oven. So very lightly on the edges with a sharp knife, we're just going to shave the edges off. And there we go. So if yours is cracked down the edges, don't worry, we're putting a kind of cake filling in anyway, so that is fine. So now we're going to very carefully put our almond filling inside. So we want it to be completely level, full, and then we can pop on top our plums. And now this is ready for the oven. We're going to bake it 160 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. So you're looking for your frangipane to be lovely and golden on the top like this. Then you just need to take it out of the oven, let it cool, and we'll dust it with icing sugar, sprinkle on a few almonds, and you're ready to serve up.